Pre-styling Acura MDX can easily be a storehouse of trouble. To a lesser extent, this applies to their closest relative, the Honda Pilot. Acura, the North American branch of Honda, introduced its MDX luxury crossover in 1999. The model quickly gained popularity, and its sales volumes were high. On a wave of demand in 2002, Honda rolled out a simpler and cheaper version, called the Honda Pilot. And in the domestic market of Japan, a symbiosis of these models appeared, respectively referred to as the Honda MDX. These cars are based on a common platform with the Honda Odyssey minivan. So, in fact, these are ordinary all-wheel drive station wagons with increased ground clearance. However, unlike most competitors, they do not use a viscous coupling in the all-wheel drive system. The system that manages the distribution of torque is called VTM, for Variable Torque Management. Under normal road conditions, the torque is transmitted to the front axle. The connection of the rear axle is controlled by a computer that controls the clutch with electromagnets. Depending on the traction, each of the rear wheels can receive its own share of the power flow. VTM-4 works promptly and adequately. And there is also a downright Jeeper button that includes a hard distribution in a 50:50 ratio. True, upon reaching 30 km/h, the electronics turn off this connection. It should be noted that the VTM-4 system did not light up with problems, although at that time it was the latest development of the well-known American company Borg-Warner. By the way, not all pilots were equipped with four-wheel drive. They were also produced in a cheap front-wheel drive version. The interior of these crossovers is spacious. The third-row seats fold down to the floor. Interestingly, the MDX is a 7-seat car, most likely due to the sloping roof at the rear, while the Pilot is 8-seater. Two trim options are available for the MDX, black leather or light, while the Pilot also has fabric interiors. The Acura is well equipped, usually a ceiling-mounted TV, DVD, a few wireless headphones, dual-zone climate control, a navigation system, side airbags, a rear-view camera. Since 2003, the VSA stabilization system has appeared, working in tandem with the TCS traction control system. The deluxe versions of the Pilot were also offered with these options. Although in the basic equipment of the LX everything was limited to air conditioning, power accessories, glasses, mirrors, a music system and cruise control. Among the salon troubles, cases of failures in the heating/cooling system are known, mainly the second, rear, circuit was lit up with them. It happened that the heating threads frayed on the seat frame. But these are all trifles compared to what the owner can expect from the bottom of the car. This Pandora's box is called automatic 5-speed gearbox. No other options were offered. The automatic is adaptive, that is, adapting to the style of control, the grade logic control system. So, serious breakdowns of this unit until 2004 were not rare, and on this occasion a recall campaign was carried out in America. Moreover, automatic transmission problems, as a rule, were hidden in its filling, and failures of some sensors occurred much less frequently. Only one engine was offered for all these models, a 3.5-liter V6 with a VTEC system. At first, its power was 240 to 243 horsepower s. After restyling, MDX, from 2004, Pilot, from 2005, it increased to 252 to 263 liters. With, depending on the version, there are no known problems with the mechanical part of the engines, and the owners were worried by the burning check engine light, which turned on due to a clogged EGR valve or candles affected by low-quality gasoline. Radiator leaks are an infrequent phenomenon and were noted only in Russian conditions, in cars that have been plowing our directions for more than a year. There is nothing innovative in the design of the chassis. The front suspension is McPherson and the rear is an independent multi-link design. Suspensions are mounted on subframes with vibration damping supports. So in the cabin, the level of noise and vibration is minimal. Ground clearance is classic for SUV 205 mm. In terms of reliability, it is known that the front suspension struts of the cars of the first years of production did not have a good resource and 100,000 kilometers were not cared for on our roads. The statistics included broken suspension springs and short-lived wheel bearings. It should be noted that, despite the fact that the MDX and Pilot are made for the Yankees, they behave un-American on the road. Banks and corners are small. The steering wheel is not wadded. But still, these crossovers are far from sporting habits, like, say, the very popular BMW X5 in America. In the braking system with all disc mechanisms, ABS is present as standard. Glitches in the ABS brains were not noticed, and isolated cases of wheel sensor failures, mainly due to torn wiring, cannot be written down as minuses. The beating of the steering wheel during braking, a rare phenomenon, but still occurring, is treated by replacing or turning the brake discs. Steering rack leaks, as a rule, occur far beyond 200,000 kilometers and have so far been noted only on specimens that are tired of life. Cars brought to Russia recently most likely fell under factory recalls for the elimination of serial malfunctions that fell on 2002 to 2004. But those that were sold with us at one time knew they were dragged with might and main by gray dealers. They certainly did not receive any treatment for children's sores. However, if we consider only restyled versions of the MDX since 2004 and Pilot since 2005, then the reliability of these models is very good. True, if repairs are required, then this event will not be very budgetary, and the waiting time for many spare parts will be measured in weeks.